Hello. So I am here today with Helen Reynolds, personal style consultant, founder of Helen Reynolds Style. Thanks for coming in, having a chat with me, Helen.
My pleasure. It's lovely to be here. Thanks for asking me.
So, shall we tell them that we did turn up to this wearing the same top?
We
Nearly.
did. I've just had to
Similar.
quickly get changed.
I love the orange zhuzh.
And the cuffs.
Helen is my personal stylist, clearly. And Helen came and had a VIP day with me about 18 months ago now. I think I'm remembering correctly.
Or possibly, yes.
And I would love to know, Helen, what was happening in your business at that time that had you want to come and have a VIP day with me?
What was happening in my business? So I've been in business for 13 years now, which feels like a very long time. But for many, many years, it was a bit of a struggle, as we all kind of often we find when we first start out in our business. And then latterly it has started working, and that was all cause for celebration, and things were growing, things were working. I had a funnel that was working and it was all feeling good. But being around you in your communities, hearing your messaging, it was calling me in that actually there could be more, it could be easier maybe. And I decided that after doing one of your brilliant programs, I decided that what I actually wanted next was some focused, selfish Kate time, all eyes on me time. And so I booked in with you for a VIP session because I wanted to really, really nail my messaging and really work as smartly as I could be. Because again, as what a lot of people recognize is when things start working, you get busier and busier and busier. And I didn't ever want to be busy in my business. And I knew, well, I hoped that there would be a smarter way to work as well.
Yeah, I love that. You just wanted all eyes on me.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's all got to be about me now, thanks.
Well, and why not? You do so much for others. So I am behind that all eyes on you decision. And I know that, we spent the day really zoning in and honing your messaging and particularly looking at who it was that you wanted to be attracting. And I know you'd been in business for 13 years and you'd talked about how up until then, even though you'd heard some of the things I was saying, it hadn't really landed. So what landed for you that day and going
Yeah,
forward?
it's so true that I've always invested in my business. I've always been in programs, great programs, always have mentors and things, and done this work 59,000 times over and always benefited in some way. But this time, something, the way that you drew out of me who I really wanted to work with felt different and felt right. And you helped me realize that the women I love to work with the most and have the most fun with. In fact, I mustn't forget to say that one of the things you drew out of me about who I love to work with, and this isn't the most important thing, but it's funny, is women who clap their hands when they're happy and excited. And just knowing that part, and I'll circle back in a minute, but just knowing that part, when I did my photo shoot recently, my new brand photo shoot, we made sure we got a photo of me and a client clapping hands because it really encapsulated the joy of the results of what I do and the process. So you made me realize that the women that I really want to work with and I get the most joy out of working with are those that aren't broken. They're doing okay with their style. They quite enjoy clothes, but they want more. They want to be better. They want it to be easier. They want to feel more. They want to feel more bouncy. And they want to take what they already know, but kind of implode it into something absolutely magical and fabulous. And then
Yeah.
clap their hands.
And clap their hands, which I would do now if I didn't have my RSI. I can do 100 excited clapping, and yet that quality of really in a fun way caring about what we put on our bodies, right? How we're adorning ourselves, so that when we learn from you those skills to be able to do it better, we do get so excited that we do the
Do
hand
and
clapping.
also you, because I've always had this sort of thing about it's clothes. I remember one of my friends' husbands once saying to me, "What, people pay you to tell them what to wear? What's wrong with people?" Like, and that sort of obviously stuck with me for a while, as these things do. And so maybe I always had this kind of, oh, it's a bit frivolous to be talking about clothes or to helping people spend money on clothes or whatever. And you've helped me to realize it's not about the clothes. Like, I don't honestly really care that much about what people choose to wear. What I care about is that in whatever they've chosen to wear, they feel more them, they feel amazing. It brings expansion to all areas of their life, particularly in business. They show up more authentically. They don't even have to think about what they're wearing because it just is them. It's the best version of them. Yeah. So you've made me realize it's okay to talk about clothes, as I have been doing for 13 years. It's actually a joy and a privilege, and it's so much more than the clothes, what it opens up and brings into people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you know that and you really believe that. How does marketing then feel for you?
It feels so much easier. In fact, I still have stuck to my wall above my desk some of the summary things, messaging points that you drew out of me. And I kind of check through that before I write something. I check through that before I go live, because it's the truth. And it's still sometimes, if I'm not thinking or not plugged in, it's easy to go back to my old ways of writing a blog or doing a live that might help every single woman everywhere across the globe. And then I go, no, actually, that's not who I want to work with. This is who I want to work with. And by getting that messaging, so you say it was maybe 18 months ago, by honing in on that messaging, it's magic that the right people start hearing it and coming in. So it's not difficult. In fact, since we've worked together, my business has grown in terms of numbers, in terms of financial numbers, massively, but also in terms of being fully booked. Last year I was pretty fully booked.
Yeah.
This year, what are we now? It's May, and I've literally got a handful of days left in 2022 to offer out to new clients or to existing clients even. Business is flowing in a way that I always dreamed of, but probably never really believed would happen. And that's because I'm talking in the right way about what I do to the right people.
Yeah.
Simple. You'd think.
Right? Yeah, you would think. That is, I love hearing that so much. And I know that one of the things we discovered is that a huge percentage of those right people were already your clients, right? Were your biggest fans. Can you talk a little bit about, that realization, what you've done as a result, and what that's meant for your business?
You made me see what was right in front of my eyes that I didn't recognize. And again, maybe I was in this pattern of making business difficult because it ought to be difficult to make money, and always looking for the next new clients, and always, putting out there that, come and work with me. And I remember you saying, because I have a membership club that you happen to be in. Absolutely. And to me, my membership club was work with a client, whether through one of my online programs or in person, and then invite them to join the Star Club, and there we go. And then get the next new clients in, invite them to join the Star Club, put them in the Star Club, and there we are. We've sort of finished, and we're just not pottering around, but we're working together in my membership at a much lower level and lower investment level. And then you said, Helen, these people are your raving fans. These are your favorite people. They want to stick around you. They still want to hear what you're saying. Yeah. They still get inspired by you. Why aren't you inviting us to buy more shopping days, or to come and do more wardrobe sessions, or to do more? So it's all the theme of that session or that day with you was more. Everything was more. And I thought, oh, could I be doing that? And you said, yes, of course you could. And you got me into this habit of a monthly post within my membership group, reminding them of one of the member benefits, which is discounted rates and first look at my diary for one-to-one work. And lo and behold, suddenly this flow of clients from my membership is coming through. And the vast majority of my business now, my one-to-one sessions now, are from my Star Club membership. So they're already in my community. They're already paying me to be close to me. Yeah. And they're all, every so often they'll put their hand up and say, actually, I need a shopping day. I need a wardrobe day. So I'm now, as I said, I'm now pretty much fully booked for the year, and it really has not. It's been easy. It's been really easy.
Goodness. It's such a delight to know that that was the outcome, right, of one day. And then the messaging, I can't remember what I called it at the time, but some kind of cool messaging, brief that we sent you afterwards, and that you're still looking at that, and that it helps you stick to that true messaging that speaks.
Do you want me to tell you what 2 of the things were that I just love? You said, I show them the magical benefits of knowing what they don't yet know about what their true style is. And then so their wardrobe and appearance reflect the brilliance of who they are. And I say that all the time on my Facebook Lives now, because it's what we don't already know about. It's what I didn't know about my style club, and it's what I didn't know that actually is what the results of my work are, because I couldn't see it. We're too close to our own businesses to see what the results are.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And I love that, because it really has you stand out as a stylist, as a personal style consultant who doesn't care about fashion or what's in or what's out, or even necessarily what looks good, but you care about how it makes us feel. And that's such a different message to the mainstream message that is out there about clothing.
Yeah, and that's what we're always told we have to do, but I didn't know what mine was, I suppose. You helped me find that.
Yeah, that unique angle, that unique message. And so you've talked about it being easier now. I know we had a lot of fun on our day together. Are you also experiencing more fun inside of your business now?
Absolutely, I am. And as I said, it's easy. And I mean, I still, obviously, we all like to make things difficult for ourselves. I still choose to launch. And while I'm launching a program, I am incredibly busy. And then I suddenly have a brainwave about something else that should change in my business. And I do it all at once. So I don't still make everything as easy for myself as I can, but maybe that's human nature. But in terms of filling my diary, filling my bank account, and making more money more easily, without any struggle, and really enjoying watching the money. I think, again, for a while when I was doing well and money was coming in and my diary was getting booked, I'd be like, oh, that's probably enough now, because I don't want to be too busy. And again, this more word kept coming up, that it's okay to have more. It's okay, just manage your diary. It's okay to make more money. It's been easy. And in fact, Kate, my financials year on year, I had an increase of 62% in revenue. So it's made my life easier. It's made me have more fun with the right kind of clients that I want to work with and get more joy from. But financially, I mean, it's been an amazing growth.
I'm so happy. And I know that was like the deeper work that we did do. There's always this twofold approach to my work. One is the practical, what are you actually saying? What words are you putting out there? And one is like, where is the person just holding themselves back? And for you, it was this unlocking into just the honesty, right? The honesty about your desire for more, and being a kind of person that does want more.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Yeah.
I'm still wanting more, even though I've only got a few sessions left and all the rest of it, kind of looking around thinking, oh, well, this is good now. And what else?
What else?
Yeah. And also, I think that's important to point out, because I've said this to you before, but one of the reasons maybe it took me a while to get even to come into one of your programs, even though I know you and love you and you're a client and we're friends now as well, you're incredibly spiritual, much more spiritual than I put myself in that. I am spiritual, but I'm not uber spiritual. And maybe I had a feeling that, it'd be lovely to work with you and get all, out there and let's see what's out there. But your practicality, the way you can get into the head and then bring it out into the pure driven results, and step by step. We even had something that seems tiny compared to everything we've talked about, but you gave me a rhythm of posting in my Facebook group, like on a Monday do this, on a Tuesday do this, and that was just something so practical, but that was tied into what I wanted to achieve. Just made it really easy. Like, okay, so today I'm sorting out this. It wasn't like I left the VIP day going, oh, amazing, more, how lovely. I left it going, okay, so I need to crack on with this. I need to start talking to my Style Club members about what else they can do with me to get there more.
Yeah.
And, you know, work out which days I have available for people so that I don't get overwhelmed and too busy with too many client sessions. So it was really, really practical as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that so much. So what would you say then to someone that was maybe considering having a VIP day to work on their messaging and growing their business in this exciting, fun way that you have experienced?
I'd say just blooming do it. I'd say you don't know what you don't know. And as I said, I've been mentored, I've been in coaching programs, I've done all sorts of, been on day courses, business. I love learning about business, and I've done it all over the last 13 years. And it's, you know, it's all made a difference. I haven't done terrible things with terrible people, but for me, this one really, it felt like such a treat to have your eyes and brain on my style, on my business.
The style of your business.
On my business in a way that I didn't even really know what was going to come out the other end. And maybe if I did, I would have thought, oh no, that would make me too busy, or it's too much, or it's too much more. But you unlocked it. If you don't know what you're going to get out of a session like this, you just have to trust that with Kate's magical insights and ability to see you for who you are and see what your possibilities are. It's been the thing that's made the biggest difference to my business out of all of the business support that I've had over the last few years, for sure. Aww. And it was really time efficient because it was one session. And actually, we did break it up into some little sessions, and then there was stuff that you sent me afterwards.
Yeah.
But it was time efficient. I didn't have to be somewhere every week on a certain call for 2 hours, and then this and then that. We just did it, just bashed it out.
Yeah. It was amazing. And I love how you've just run with it. You've implemented literally everything that we talked about, and you've done it all with style. Ada. So if people want to find out more about your work, your amazing personal style consultation, how do they do that?
Best way would be to go over to my website, which is helenreynoldsstyle.com, where you will find blogs and videos and all sorts of lovely juicy things to get stuck into. And if you're on Facebook, that's where I do most of my videos. Actually, come on into my private Facebook group, The Style Place. And there's a whole library of inspiration, style tips, and it's a place to get your questions answered. So you'd be very welcome to come to that private, safe space too.
Amazing. Thank you, Helen. And thank you so much for all that you have shared, and also all that you continue to, go on and share your bright light and your absolute, talk about not knowing what you don't know. You have really opened my eyes to all, and I'm going to use the word rules. And I'm not normally a rules person, you know that. Helen is the only person whose rules I will follow.
And that's so funny, because whenever I share rules now, or I talk about rules, I say, but remember, rules are there to be broken. We do not stick rigidly to rules. Kate's the one that sticks to her rules.
In all other areas of my life, I break the rules. And in the style world, because I just, you're correct. You're right. When I follow your rules, I'm like, oh, I feel great. And then when I break them, I'm like, oh, this doesn't quite work, and I don't know why. And then I come and learn from you why, and then I get better.
Amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that too.
So thank you again, and bye for now.
Bye.